I think the Israeli society, I've said it for many years, I think it's a lunatic society. People try to avoid that fact. If you take somebody like Bernie Sanders, he started off terrible the first couple of months on Gaza, and then he got quite good. I had very little problem with him except for one thing. He kept saying the problem is Netanyahu.
Right.
The problem is Netanyahu. That's not true. Even Netanyahu made the point in his UN speech. He says, everybody blames me for not wanting a Palestinian state, he said in the UN speech. But he said, you know what? He said, last week, he said there was a vote in the Knesset, whether you oppose or support a Palestinian state. He said there are 120 members of the Knesset. Do you know how many support the Palestinian state? He said, correctly, 9. Over 90% agree with me. The problem is not me. This is what we all agree on. That's true. Israeli society, a poll taken probably about 4 or 5 months ago now, showed that 47% of Israeli Jews, 47%, support a genocide in Gaza. It wasn't an ambiguous question. You said, well, genocide, can mean many things. No, they were asked a very simple question. When the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, when they enter a city, should they kill everybody in the city? That was literally the question that was posed to them. Should you kill everybody in the city? 47% said yes.
That's a stunning number.
Then, a few weeks later, there was a question, because Israelis are the most polled people on earth. So a few weeks later, after that 47%, there was a question put to Israeli society in general. Are there any innocents in Gaza? Are there any innocents in Gaza? 62% said no. And then, if you factor out the 20% of Israelis who are not Jewish, it's a 70%.
Wow.
Say there are no innocents